Hello, beautiful ladies, and welcome to today's video where we're going to be talking about how I prepare to learn a piece of music. So I wanted to tell you guys a little bit about my process when I'm learning a new piece of music. For me, this isn't something you just sit down and do. There are a lot of things that go into learning a piece of classical music because you want to sing it in the best way possible and you want to sound as Italian, French, German, whatever language you're singing in as you can. So the first thing that I'll do when I go through a score is I'll go through and highlight all of the meter changes. Now, what's a meter? We have things like 3/4, 4/4. 3/4 usually sounds like a waltz. 1 2 3, 1 2 3, 1 2 3. And 4/4 usually can sound like a march. Now, not always, but that's a good example of something. 1 2 3 4. 1 2 3 4. And that's just a couple of examples of meters. So if you're looking at a piece, a lot of pieces will have changes throughout that show you exactly how many beats there are in a measure. For example, in this aria that I'm learning now, Madama Butterfly's aria in Act 2, there are a few different meter changes. We have 3/4, it goes into 2/4, and at some point I think it even goes into 4/8. So you have to be clear about when are those things going to happen, so when it comes and I see it, I'm not surprised. I know what's going to happen and I have it highlighted and I'm prepared. The next thing that I'll do is I'll go through and I'll mark out with lines each beat in every measure. So when I'm looking at a measure of music, I'll see that there are a different number of notes and I need to know exactly where the beat is going to hit, where that 1 2 3 hits in that measure. If I don't know when that's going to happen, I can't be good at keeping the rhythm, and that's a really important thing. If I don't know what the rhythm is doing, then no one's going to be able to be with me if I'm singing. My pianist won't know where I am, and I won't know where my pianist is. So that's the next thing that I do. The third thing that I'll do is I will go in and write in the International Phonetic Alphabet. The reason I do this is that it helps me understand exactly what I should be singing and how, what it should sound like. So a word like, let's see, vedremo. Now, I could sing that, and it could have very open S sounds, vedremo. But that's wrong. That's not how the Italian sounds. It has to have closed A sounds. So it's going to be vedremo. I don't know if you can hear a difference, but it is a pretty significant difference in the language. Another thing you'll notice is that there's a double V. The first letter in the word vedremo needs to have a little bit more length to it. So it can't just be vedremo, it has to be vedremo. Now, again, so small subtle things that make a very big difference when you're listening to someone sing an entire aria. The last thing that I do, and one of the most important things, is putting in the translation. I need to know exactly what I'm singing. Now, I do speak these languages, but there are words that I don't know. So it's important for me to understand what I'm saying when I'm singing. I'm not going to say I can speak Italian, French, and German fluently. Absolutely not. But I have a good grasp of the language so that I could sit down and maybe read through this and have an understanding of what's happening. But there's a lot that I don't know. And so for me to go through and write down exactly what I'm saying is incredibly important. The next thing that I do is I go through and I sing the entire piece only on vowels. So something like un bel di vedremo would be ue, eo. And that's how I sing it. And it really helps you line up where those notes should feel and sound in your throat, in your body, and learn how to support without the consonants getting in the way. Now, the last thing that I do is I sing everything together. I look at this, I look at the page, I find the pianissimos and the crescendos and the diminuendos. That means getting louder and getting softer. And I make sure that I know where those are going to happen, and I make sure that everything feels comfortable in my voice, and when I'm singing it, I know what I'm doing. And lastly, I memorize it, and that's how I learn a piece. So I just wanted to walk you through briefly what I do when I'm learning a piece of music. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Please subscribe to my channel and subscribe to my blog if you haven't already. Hop on over to Twitter and Instagram and follow me there, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!